And we're on the air in 3, 2, 1.
Speedy TV, live from the National Veterans Wheelchair Games, a service of Paralyzed Veterans of America.
We've got more of the 33rd National Veterans Wheelchair Games here in the host city of Tampa, Florida on Speedy TV. I'm Tim Pogo. We're on the grounds of the Raymond James Stadium, home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They've got this enormous lawn area that kind of surrounds the stadium, which I presume is for tailgating during the football season, but it makes for a fantastic location for the game's field events. Let's go. All right, before we start getting into the action, here's Chuck French, one of the officials at the field events. First of all, tell us sort of how it works, what sort of field events we'll be seeing today.
Okay, well, depending on what the athlete registers in, we'll be throwing shot put, discus, javelin, and the club.
So how many of each thing are they throwing? Like, say they're doing a shot put, discus, and javelin. Is it just a few of each? Or?
They get 3 throws for each implement, and again, depending on what class they're in, they'll take the best throw and rank them according to their class.
Okay, gotcha. And how about this for a backdrop, huh? We're in the backyard of the Buccaneers. Pretty cool.
Man, that's a nice stadium. We can see the pirate ship there in the background, and of course all the palm trees. It's a really cool location.
Talk about your involvement with the games. You've been an official for a handful of years now, huh?
I've been an official since Milwaukee in 2007. Officiate several different sports within the games, field events being one of them, rugby, slalom, and powerlifting.
How'd you first get involved? And just sort of describe for us, just what you take out of it, and what keeps bringing you back every year.
Kind of a right place, right time kind of deal. We had a Paralympic military program going on with the city of Houston, and we brought several veterans out to a local event. Got noticed as an official there, and was asked to come out to the Veterans Game in Milwaukee in 2007. Well, obviously the games bring out the best in everybody here: spectators, volunteers, competitors. It's an awesome atmosphere. Obviously, giving back to those who serve our country and gave so much, and it's really rejuvenating for me in my profession. Kind of getting excited here at the games, taking it back to Houston and implementing what we learned here during the games for local veterans in Houston. So this is what's really special about the games. So many volunteers telling me their stories, how they take vacation just to come here and work during the week. That's awesome.
Says a lot, doesn't it?
Yep.
Well, Chuck, thanks for all these years of helping out the games. We appreciate it. So we'll let you get to officiating now, okay? Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Here's Mike Luckett, an Army vet from Chester, Virginia. Just got done with your field events. How do you think you did?
I think I did pretty well. I'm very, very excited. I did a javelin for the first time, and I didn't know if I was going to stick it at all. And that first time I threw it, it stuck. So I'm excited.
How's it work? Is it not as far as the point goes and lands? It has to actually stick in the ground to count? Or?
Actually, from what I heard, is that it just has to, the front point has to hit first. And then if it sticks, I guess it's even better because it makes it easier for them to measure.
It looks cooler, too.
Yeah, exactly.
So tell us about the process of, you were just injured a couple years ago, right? And describe how you decided to get involved in the games. I mean, they're really in your backyard last year in Richmond in 2012.
Yes. There was no excuse for me to not go. All my recreation therapists are telling me to go. All my friends are telling me to go. And one of my peer counselors, Jeff East, he's helped me a lot on getting back on my feet and getting out and just doing stuff and having fun.
How about then being in there last year as a novice, kind of being the wide-eyed rookie, like, okay, what's going on? Like, just taking it all in. And then fast forward a year to, all right, you had a year under your belt, and what do you bring with you this time?
Well, this time I definitely changed it from my power chair to my manual chair. So that, strengthened my arms a lot more, helped with my blood pressure, just made me a lot better, period. So that's one of the main things. And then just seeing my friends from last year and just coming here, that's another thing I was looking forward to for the games.
Yeah, you met new pals from across the country pretty much, right?
Exactly. It was amazing.
So is that some about that chair you just mentioned, is it so that's kind of a whole lifestyle change you made, right? From going manual to from an automatic?
For a power chair, this thing's probably about 30 pounds. I'm not too sure. The power chair is over 300 pounds. And I felt like I was on my own island. So, I mean, it just made me, a little bit more depressed because it's hard to interact with people and feel like I'm gonna a bull in the china shop. That's what I felt like. But with this, I feel more agile, stronger, faster. It's a good switch.
Hey, so here's the chair that you guys get situated into. So describe how the whole process works and how you guys throw.
Well, really cool. We have a lot of volunteers here, so they're able to help us transfer into the chair without us exerting any energy, which is great. I got into this chair, and they put like a weight belt around me so I could stabilize because I can't move forward and move back on my own. And then I grabbed over here with my right hand and pretty much had like this momentum type thing to pull myself and then throw. And it's a lot easier to do it on this than it would be on my chair.
So you're stable and kind of you're cemented in there.
Yes, exactly.
Excellent. Well, how about then? I can only presume we'll see you next year in Philly.
I'm going to be there. That's no doubt in my mind. I'm going to be there.
So what are some of your goals then for the next calendar year until the next games?
I want to get into quad rugby. I saw that last year. I'm going to see the games this year, and it's just going to pump me up to want me to actually get into it and get my own chair and everything.
All right, Mike Luckett, thanks for chilling with us for a bit, and thanks for your service, and good job, man.
I appreciate it. I just wanted to say, hey, Mom, hey, Dad, I wish you guys were here. I love you.
I'm with Jesus Rangel, a Marine from Arizona. Just got done with the field events. You feeling powerful? How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I think I did pretty good today.
Your discus were flying. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I think I've done better in the past years, but I feel good about him.
How many years have you done the field events?
I think this is my fourth one. Yeah.
Which one's the most difficult? As an observer, the javelin looks pretty tough. It seems really hard to make it go and stick in the ground.
Yeah, that's the only one I have problems with. Usually, I don't do good in that one. Hopefully this year I only stick one, but hopefully it's good.
What sort of training do you do in preparation for the games for these events?
I actually do like a few tournaments during the year, so that's how I do it, and then at home practice just by myself.
Excellent. You've been involved in the game since 2000. You made it most of the year since then, right?
Yeah, I've been coming to the game since San Antonio, and I only missed like 2 or 3 because of personal problems that I had, but I really love to come to the games.
What sort of things stick out in your mind, having been involved that many years? Some of your best memories?
The best things about them is like every year you meet different people, and that's the way I come to the games because I really like to. I miss my friends that I make in the games, so that's the best part about them. Competition, but I mean most of all is the friendship.
Which other events are you involved in this week?
I'm doing basketball, softball, bowling, 9-ball, and the field events.
Keep yourself fairly busy this week.
Yes, I will. And I got a bronze already in bowling, so
Excellent.
I feel good.
Yeah. Very good. So you go home with at least one medal, if not more.
Not more, yeah.
Excellent. Hey, Seuss, thanks for your service. Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate it, man. Good luck the rest of the games.
Thank you very much.
All right. We'll have more of the 33rd National Veterans Wheelchair Games here in Tampa, Florida. So check back with us soon.
Speedy TV, live from the National Veterans Wheelchair Games, a service of Paralyzed Veterans of America.
Tom Hempfeld here is with HP, one of the sponsors of the games, for 15 years now, huh?
15 years, absolutely.
What's it like to be part of the games for so long as a company, and why does HP feel it's so important to be part of the games for so long?
Well, I tell you, we learned so much from coming into these events and just watching the energy, the creativity, tenacity, and the spirit of the folks that are in these games. HP has a long history of working with the government, dating way back to our founders, both Bill Hewlett, who was actually one of the officers in the U.S. Army, and later on also David Packard, who actually was the U.S. Deputy Secretary of Defense. And by the way, even our current CEO, Meg Whitman, who actually ran for governor of the state of California, has an appreciation and affinity for the government and serving the people. So we're really excited about being here.
For you, you go to these events all over the country probably all year long, right? But this has got to be one of the more special ones.
This is by far the most special one. Just the energy that exists in this environment, and quite frankly, many of these athletes, this is the first and only time they get out during the course of the year, so they're all really excited. And by the way, just getting here is a feat for them, so it's really exciting.
Talk about some of the products you got going on display here, and what sort of things help people's lives.
Super. Well, one of the things we actually have right behind us is we actually have a touch screen, which really enables the veterans to be able to utilize that and be able to access their computer, not only by touching with their finger, but also with their knuckles and things like that. So it's a very sensitive, highly responsive touchscreen technology. Also behind you, there are a couple devices we have here that really around helping some of the accessibility tools associated with the mouse. You know, using a keypad or a mouse pad is really difficult and challenging. And we also have some of the enlarged keyboards. In addition to that, we also have some things for the visually impaired, which actually can magnify as well as record. And then last but certainly not least, we actually have some things around voice recognition. So some really neat tools for them.
What would you say to other folks out there who are in corporations or companies and organizations that you would encourage them to get behind the games and get involved as a sponsor as well?
Well, I tell you, just come see this. I mean, if this doesn't touch you, nothing else in the world would. To be honest with you, we learned so very, very much. When you look at these athletes, and one of the things that our CEO focuses on is, you know, focusing on your core and your strengths. We look at the athletes here. They don't look at what their challenges are. They look at what their strengths are, and they just kind of open up that door. And what they're able to accomplish by just leveraging the strengths and the capabilities they have is just phenomenal. You know, nothing gets in their way. And what we found is, as they find one way to enter into something that they're very good at, many other doors and many other things open up. So it's just incredible what they learn and what we learn from them when watching them. The courage and the tenacity and focus and attention to detail and everything is incredible from these folks.
Absolutely. Tom, thanks for being here, and thanks to HP for being such a longtime partner.
No, it's really our pleasure. Thank you.
Speedy TV, live from the National Veterans Wheelchair Games, a service of Paralyzed Veterans of America.